All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, the news is very grim, and we're going to discuss it. We're going to talk all about that today, probably more than financials. In fact, the only thing I'm going to say about the financial market right now is that I think it was last week sometime, I don't have the exact date, but the SEC filed an appeal with the judge, and that was denied, which is an historical event here. Um, so the SEC is now trying to come after Coinbase or something, but it's an historical event when the SEC Securities Commission gets shot down. Okay, so this XRP is not a security, or it is a security. I'm confused. This whole thing is a bit confusing. All I know is that XRP, Ripple won their lawsuit. Gary Gensler and the SEC appealed it, and they lost their appeal. It's a good thing for the crypto market. That's all I'm going to say. Please ignore the mess. I'm heading to flea market this weekend. Once a month, I go to flea market and I sell products and stuff. That's what all those boxes are. So I won't be around much on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday of this weekend. I will be at flea market selling stuff. I have my little notes here. So let's talk about what's going on in Israel. And for those of you that are in my Patreon, you knew that this was coming back in May of 2023. You go to my website, astrologywitch.com. I am sharing a little bit of the October um, forecast with you guys that my Patreons receive. And I had days of caution for October 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now, those 3 dates are like the zenith of the energy. Remember, there's always 2 days before and 2 days after. We're in the ninth day. And this is probably not going to end anytime soon, um, at least not for another week. Now, we're in this moonic phase, as I call it. So this energy is always going to bring USA and Great Britain news. It does represent the beginnings and endings of portions of our lives, planned and unplanned. This is where family tragedies can happen, forced relocation, and beginning and ending of war can happen. And here we go. Weather can turn deadly and destructive, and natural disasters are common, such as hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and volcanoes. Real estate matters and moving and relocating are always possible with this energy, too. Excuse me. There's lots of earth changes with this energy. Major earthquakes are going to happen this month, and I also put that there will be negative news with Vladimir Putin. Now, that can be negative news with him doing something to others or negative news right on himself. I also put this week in headlines, and it's not being talked about at all because of what's happening in Israel. Before I get to Israel, let's discuss this. 6.3 earthquake hit Afghanistan. I believe this happened on this was 6.3. This killed, and the death toll is still rising. 2,445 people as of now, and it's rising. The death toll is rising. Um, but that's not getting a whole lot of headlines right now because of what's going on in Israel. But I did want to bring that um, to your attention. Now, before I talk about Israel, I do want to talk about Russia for a minute. So, the head of Russia's Roscosmos Space Agency said Friday, and this was from last Friday, that the country has deployed an advanced intercontinental ballistic missile that Vladimir Putin once said will make Russia enemies. I believe it's called Satan 2. This will make Russia's enemies think twice. Okay, this is what he's saying. Now, to add more fuel to the fire here, the USS Gerald Ford, this is the biggest aircraft carrier of our United States Navy, has just been deployed to the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. I did say a few weeks ago when we had that full moon in Aries, be prepared for warlike energy. And here we are in warlike energy. One thing I could say is that the stars never lie. They're right on cue. People lie, humans lie. Stars, they're right on cue. Let's talk about Israel. I just watched the news about 20 minutes ago before I got on here live, and we have a death toll now of up to 900 Israelis and 2,500 are injured. Oh, and that's not to mention the suffering that's happened with Palestinians as well. Um, Nobody wins at war, and I'm seeing very different footage from what mainstream media is posting on the news. I'm seeing both sides of it. I'm seeing the Israeli side. I'm seeing the Palestinian side of it. Um, I don't know what to say here. This has been going on since the 60s, 70s. Um, Netanyahu, I've done his stars about 10 years ago. He's not a good person. This will probably push us into World War III if we don't get our shit together and not us, the United States, the world at large. I'm hoping this solar eclipse will add a touch of diplomacy and peace to the situation, but one can only hope. Now, I'm going to say this because it's just a feeling I have, and I could be dead wrong, but Russia's behind this. This is perfect. Get our minds off Ukraine, which, I mean, come on. I all for helping, and I didn't mind the first time giving money. I didn't even mind the second time, but this is getting ridiculous, especially when the American people are suffering. Okay? And I'm not just bagging on Joe Biden, I'm bagging on Congress too. Nothing. Do you realize that Congress, which is run by Republicans right now, and it's a circus, is holding crucial military appointments hostage? Nothing can get done. And there is a U.S. ambassador for Israel. There's no United States ambassador for the countries of Israel, Egypt, Lebanon, Kuwait, and Oman. And this has been going on for over 3 years. Okay. Israel has blood on its hands too. The news is perceiving them as innocent, and I see both sides of this coin. I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, but one thing I hate is religion. I hate Christianity. I hate Judaism. I hate Islam. I hate religion. Okay? And there's a religious supremacy that comes with all religions. We're seeing this with Christianity right now in the United States. These Christians that are acting holier than thou. We're seeing it with Israel and Judaism. I mean, according to, and I could say this also because a teacher of mine, an occultist teacher of mine, happens to be part Jewish. He was always telling me that Judaism, there is religious supremacy. That's the word he used. And he's Jewish. He's part Jewish. He says, I've always hated that term. Oh, the Jews, they're God's chosen people, blah, 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 because it's just another form of religious supremacy to divide people. And that's what religion does. It doesn't bring people together. More wars are started over religion than anything else. But Israel has blood on their hands too. I've watched for years what they've done to the Palestinians. Um, and that isn't right either. What so what's happening is horrible. However, I do think that Putin's behind this. Now, why do I say that? Well, think about all the information that Trump has leaked globally. Our information, our nuclear, uh, our nuclear information. There was also classified documents that he shared with other countries and other people from heads of state of other countries that also showed our allies' nuclear capabilities and our allies' military information. So Israel's saying that they couldn't detect this. This was something that fell right under the radar. Well, when you know there's someone's plan and you know their um, military ops and capabilities, you can work behind the scenes and do what Hamas did, and that's attack Israel. So, yes, this has Putin written all over it. And where did Putin get his information? You know. I knew that once information was leaked, that this would bite us in the ass as the nation or our allies. Now it's just bit Israel right in the ass with whatever has been leaked, secrets. Um, if you think the United States is out of danger, think again, because whatever he's leaked to the Russians, the Saudis, the Iranians, who knows, um, sitting ducks in a lot of ways. Um, it's a bad situation all around. Very bad situation. Now, I'm not going to be on here for very long. This is short and sweet. Get in and get out because I have some other things to do today. But I just wanted to get on here and let you know that stars don't lie and things are happening right on cue. My Patreons knew about it back in March or back in May. And if you're interested, you can join Patreon. Go to my website. There's a little link to join. $5 a month. You will get all the days of caution. Um, the next days of caution are, hold on, I have it in my phone. Bear with me. We have a beautiful solar eclipse next this coming Saturday. If you are in the United States, especially um, west of Texas, you will be able to see it, along with Mexico, Central America, and places like Panama, Brazil. You'll be able to definitely see it. Just don't look right at it. Okay, so October, on October 17th is another, it's the Platonic phase. So it could either get deadlier, or there'll be some peace. I'm hoping for peace. I think platonic phases are a little less volatile when they're in a new moon phase compared to a waning phase. Get a little more volatile, but um, I'm gonna pull a card. I have the energy cards here just for the world at large. My Patreons, I will be posting the solar eclipse forecast for you guys this afternoon, and I will also be doing the solar eclipse tarot for you guys. So keep your eye on that. The card is very perfect. It's the yin and the yang, and it is in reverse. So this is saying that basically we're out of balance. The world at large is out of balance, as you can see, especially in the Middle East. Things are out of balance. There's no yin and yang, meaning there's no harmony between the two. It's just fighting, fighting, and more fighting. Just double check if there's anything else I need to add to this card. Now, it does say it's a romance. Is that 33? 22. Boy, Linda needs her glasses today. 22, another a yin and yang card. So this is about passive, active. It's passive and it's active. I guess I should put these back on. Intuitive, but it's not passive. It's in reverse. So it's quite the opposite. It's warlike energy. And that's just pretty much confirming there's no balance there. Hopefully, once we get that solar eclipse in Libra, there will be some balance and harmony, but not anytime soon. And I'm not going to be, like I said, I'm getting off this right now. I want to wish all of you a good week ahead. It is Monday. Like I said, Patreon, look for that information. Um, I'm going to try and get on here probably Thursday for the general public because I will not be around per se. I mean, I'll be around, but I will be at flea market Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I will not be here this weekend. Um, but I'll get on here on Thursday and do your new moon solar eclipse forecast and pray for peace. That's all I could say. The whole world is in chaos. I just DJing on Saturday and we were having a good laugh about witch talk. Yes, witch talk. This is witch talk, TikTok. Um, and I was saying that heavy metal TikTok looks sane and tame compared to witch talk. I have never seen more people fighting in my entire freaking life. I mean, it's freaking worse than an Italian family get together. People are arguing at the table. It was really mirroring that saying, "As above, so below." There's a war up above. There's a war here on earth, and it's mimicking and mirroring everything. And some people are robots to their scars, but it is actually very sad what is happening in that community. So yeah, I kind of step away from that when that happens, and you don't see that happening in a cult world, a cult TikTok per se. Maybe I'm just not on the right side of TikTok. Who knows? But there's a lot of insanity going on over there in that world. So I will be stepping away from TikTok probably for a few days. I'm just disenchanted right now with all of it. And there are some on there that I guarantee you, if I ever met them in person, I think I'd turn into Tony Soprano. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, all of you out there, the news is bad. Try not to watch it. Um, we are in Leo energy right now. The moon has shifted into Leo energy. So, with that being said, expect news and headlines in the next few days to bring shocking surprises, to bring even aeronautical problems, but also disheartening news with children. That is a possibility. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's set in stone, but this is a possibility. Leo moon rules children. So, and this can also be when relationships break up because Leo rules the heart, it rules love. And as you can tell, this world doesn't have much love for each other. It's very sad. Um, I'm noticing, and I know this is more of a star seed comment than a witchy comment, but I actually can get away with saying this. I can decipher between the true star seeds and the fake ones. And how I can decipher between them is a true star seed won't take a political stance. Okay. They see them both as a two-headed party system. Now, back in 2015, 2016, I saw so much on here of people who claim to be star seeds that are endorsing Donald Trump, saying he's the Messiah, or even Joe Biden. That's not how a true star seed operates. A true star seed is operating 5D, not 3D. So that's how I can tell the fakes from the phonies with star seeds. But I'm also seeing that in witch talk as well. These people are not elevating themselves to higher consciousness. Even in the witch world, they are not elevating themselves. Continuing to fight, it keeps you at a low vibration. It's not vibrating. I want no part of that. I vibrate higher. The coffee went down the wrong way. Anyway, the world's a mess. Humans are a mess. Um, Try and meditate. Try and stay in your own little bubble, in your own little world, and be the change that you want to see in the world. That's all I can say. That's what I'm going to leave you with today. Be the change that you want to see in the world. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great week ahead. Happy Monday. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Fuck Christopher Columbus. He didn't discover a damn thing. Have a good one. Ciao.